reading forthwith. The Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
Mr Speaker, I move that the Land Transport Speed Limits Validation and Other Matters Bill be now read a second time. This bill corrects technical legal issues in the processes used to make and review bylaws setting speed limits. These processes are contained in a variety of laws: the Local Government Acts, the Government Roading Powers Act and the Land Transport Act. The bill ensures posted speed limits remain enforceable. I want to acknowledge the contributions in the first reading by the various parties and appreciate their support for this retrospective legislation. I also want to add my support to the intervention by Dr. Norman in respect of how this matter differs from other retrospective and validating legislation that occasionally comes before this House, in the sense that there is simply a verification of what was believed to be the law in any event. Mr. O'Rourke describes the gross delay in rectifying the situation. I think I understand what the member was intending to say, but one could infer from that comment that there had been a gross delay in rectifying a situation that the government had become aware of. And as Minister of Police, I want to make it very clear that New Zealand Police had no knowledge that the speed limits it was enforcing may have had some problem with respect to the law, and indeed they could not have continued to enforce those speed limits had they been aware of that. And I think it's very important to make that distinction, that this has only very recently come to the attention of the New Zealand government. It did so in with the advice from the Horowhenua-Kapiti district. That's an area where there has in the past been a significant challenge with road safety and an unacceptably high rate of death and injury on some of the roads within their control. The government has invested very heavily in improving the quality of the roading network in that region, and as a consequence is seeing marked reductions in the accident rate on many of those stretches of road. And I think members would agree that that's something that we want to continue to enforce, and any uncertainty about the enforcement of speed limits in that area, and indeed any other part of the country, would be an unfortunate thing. So in order to rectify that immediately, we've come here under urgency. Road crashes do have a terrible impact on individuals, families and communities, and no matter what causes a crash, speed is a crucial factor in whether someone is killed, is badly injured, or whether there's even a crash at all. So to help ensure safety on our roads for everyone, it's important that there is no ambiguity about the validity of speed limits. I commend the bill to the House.
The question is that the motion be agreed to.